True stories make the sharpest plot twists. Each drama on this list hijacks a headline. Serial murder, wartime love, or courtroom shakeups. These 10 Korean dramas flip true events into stories you can't stop binging. And every twist comes stamped, based on real life. So, let's get into it.
포장마차 오늘 하루 접고 나랑 놀면 안 돼?
A chilling interview room echoes with a killer's confession, and through the darkness plunges you into the real-life genesis of criminal profiling in South Korea. Loosely mirroring the experiences of Gwen Il-young, the nation's first profiler, the series follows Song Ha-young, Kim Nam-gil, quiet yet intensely perceptive as he joins forces with the passionate Young-soo, Jin Sun-gyu, to establish the controversial criminal behavioral analysis team. Facing resistance from traditional detectives like the sharp Yoon Tae-gu, Kim So-jin, and navigating a police force grappling with motiveless murders in the late 1990s, they delve into the chilling psyches of serial killers. Each interview is a tense battle of wits, each clue a step deeper into harrowing human darkness. Shot with a somber, atmospheric tone, the series meticulously recreates the era's investigative methods and the immense emotional burden carried by those who first dared to read the minds of monsters. While the old-school brass grumble that mind hunters sound like sci-fi, watching Ha-young squeeze clues from a killer's offhand joke is half the thrill. The other half is knowing these tactics really did drag Korea's most infamous predators into the light. Sun-washed streets fill with protest banners, and Youth of May drops you into South Korea's real-life Gwangju uprising of 1980. Only this time, we follow two med school sweethearts who think they've stumbled into a simple spring fling. Hee-tae, Lee Do-hyun, a genius who'd rather strum a guitar than stitch wounds, meets Nurse Myung-hee, Go Min-si, on what should be just one blind date. Then army jeeps roll in, tear gas clouds the sky, and their summer romance turns into a race to keep neighbors alive while the city demands democracy. The drama folds true headlines, student marches, radio blackouts, life or death hospital shifts, into heartfelt moments like sneaking pork buns to hungry strikers. Every stolen kiss feels borrowed from the future, because viewers know this uprising changed a nation. If you want a love story that blooms right where history caught fire, Youth of May will break your heart and still leave it beating proud. A dusty walkie-talkie crackles to life in a police evidence box, and signal rockets into a case that stumped Korea for decades. The drama borrows its backbone from the real Hwasong serial murders, recently solved after 30 years. Then adds a twist. Profiler Bag Hae-young, Lee Jae-hun, discovers he can radio a detective from 1989. Every midnight, call trades clues across time, turning yesterday's dead ends into today's fresh arrests. The trio, Hae-young in 2015, dogged cop Cha Soo-hyun, Kim Hye-soo in the present, and warm-hearted detective Lee Jae-han, Jo Jin-ung in the past, wrestle with changing history without breaking it. Rain-soaked alleys, ransom phone boxes, and dirt road checkpoints all echo real police files. But the thrill is watching one clue leap 26 years in a single static hiss. If you want goosebumps knowing these crimes once kept Korea up at night, tune in and let the signal pull you back. A soldier sprints through city streets, not from the enemy, but his own army. DP, for deserter pursuit, snaps the chase gunshot quick. Rookie soldier Eun Jun-ho, Jung Hae-in, gets yanked from kitchen duty to hunt fellow draftees who've fled brutal barracks life. The premise isn't fiction fluff. Creator Kim Bo-tong pulled it from his own enlistment months and a string of real hazing scandals, like the 2014 beating death of Private Yoon, that rocked Korea's headlines. Jun-ho and streetwise Corporal Han Hoyeol track runaways through karaoke bars, bus depots, and mom-and-pop noodle stalls, each deserter carrying a story of bullying, debt, or flat-out despair. The show balances chase scene adrenaline with gut-punch empathy, asking whether catching these guys is justice or just another cog in a broken machine. Dark humor slips in. Hoyeol's playlist of cheesy 2000 hits, a borrowed scooter that stalls mid-bust, but every laugh lands beside a bruise. Strap in for a series that turns real military headlines into a raw, can't-look-away ride.
멀리, 사심 없이 아주 멀리 간대요. 변호사님은 꼭 이길 거예요.
A prison door slams on a man who swears he's innocent. Delayed Justice, aka Fly Dragon, dives straight into Korea's real-world wrongful conviction headlines. The drama riffs on the true stories of crusading lawyer Bag Jin-young and reporter Bag Sang-gyu, the duo who helped overturn the 1999 Samri Nara supermurder verdict and other botched cases. Here, they're reimagined as Bag Samsu, Kwon Sang-gu, a scrappy tabloid reporter with a gift for digging up dirt, and Bag Tae-yong, Bae-seong-gu, a country-trained attorney who scraped through the bar exam on grit alone. Together, they tackle shady convictions the elite would rather bury: a janitor framed for a taxi driver killing, teens railroaded for a store robbery, soldiers punished for crimes they couldn't have committed. Each episode swings from courtroom showdowns, think yelling, flailing law books, and one glorious chalkboard timeline, to late-night ramen sessions where the pair rewrite battle plans with marker pens. The hook? Every victory drags skeletons out of bigger closets. Crooked cops, lazy prosecutors, and politicians who treat justice like a PR tool. Samsu's street smarts, plus Taeyong's bulldog persistence, turn the legal machine upside down, proving that even under fluorescent courthouse lights, truth can still land a knockout punch. A teenage thief bows in court, smirking, and juvenile justice slams the gavel on South Korea's headline-making kid crime debate. The drama riffs on real cases like the 2017 Incheon schoolgirl murder, and a string of brutal bullying scandals that shook the nation. Judge Simmonsug, Kim Hye-soo, walks in ice cold. She despises young offenders and hands down the toughest sentences the law allows. But each new case, knife-wielding 14-year-olds, viral assault videos, parents lawyering up instead of saying sorry, chips at her black and white view. Fellow Judge Cha Tae-ju, Kim Woo-yeol, believes kids can change. Their courtroom clashes feel like boxing rounds with legal jargon. Outside the bench, Yoon-suk stalks crime scenes herself, digging past excuses to the adults who profit from juvenile loopholes. A shy shoplifter points to a gang-run sweatshop. A bullying ring masks a bigger sex crime network. And every verdict sparks fresh headlines about whether too young to jail still makes sense. Fast, blunt, and angry in all the right ways, juvenile justice forces the question: when the real monsters wear school uniforms, is mercy still justice? Or just another loophole? A Sunday school dad flies to Suriname chasing a fish export deal. Then FBI agents kick down his motel door. Narco Saints spins its madness from the real exploits of Korean trafficker-turned-informant Jao Bong-heng, who tangled with South American cartels in the 2000s. Our everyman Gangingu, Ha Jong-gu, winds up working for a Korean pastor who's actually the region's coke king, Hwang Jong-min at his creepiest. The NIS swoops in, offering freedom if In-gu plays double agent. Soon he's sneaking bugs into prayer meetings, smuggling bricks of cash in coolers, and dodging DEA raids set to thumping merengue beats. What hooks you is the clash of vibes: beach sunsets and rum punches 1 minute, machete threats and cartel shootouts the next. In-gu keeps his dad jokes loaded even while mapping escape routes, proving that the deadliest weapon in paradise might be a guy who just wants to get home for his kid's birthday. Inspired by true headlines, Narco Saints shows how fast a business trip can turn into a kingpin takedown. A sudden storm yanks a Seoul heiress off her paraglider, and crash landing on You riffs on a true 2008 incident where unexpected winds blew a South Korean tourist across the DMZ. Here, the unlucky traveler is style queen Yoon Seri, Sonya Jin. Her crash landing gets her rescued by stone-faced North Korean officer Ri Jong-hyuk, Hyun-bin. One wrong gust turns into the wildest meet-cute on the peninsula. Seri hides in his village, bribing soldiers with scented candles while Jong-hyuk fakes patrol routes so she won't get caught. Their worlds clash hilariously. She rates boot polish brands, he learns the power of Wi-Fi. But danger prowls. A crooked commander sniffs out ransom potential, and the DMZ stays lined with mines, not marigolds. Captain Ri's squad of soft-hearted conscripts, rice cooker hacker, K-drama addict, clueless romantic, add laughs and loyalty, proving friendship can bloom in the most divided place on Earth. Each near-miss escape pushes the pair from awkward allies to ride-or-die partners. When Seri's powerful ex-fiancé hunts her for PR damage control, Jong-hyuk risks a court-martial to smuggle her home. The series jumps borders: Seoul skyscrapers, Pyongyang markets, snowy Swiss lakes, turning every backdrop into proof that love, like gravity, ignores lines on a map. Gunfire echoes through Hansong streets as a nation teeters on the brink, and Mr. Sunshine illuminates the turbulent era of Korea's fight for independence, drawing inspiration from the real-life Righteous Army activists who resisted foreign powers in the early 1900s. Yoojin, Lee Byung-hun, born a slave but returning to Joseon as a U.S. Marine officer, finds his loyalties tested when he encounters Go Aesun, Kim Tae-ri, a noblewoman secretly training as a sniper for the resistance. Their paths intertwine with the deadly swordsman Gu Dong-mai, Yoo Yeon-sug, the shrewd hotelier Yang-hwa, Kim In-jong, and the idealistic nobleman Kim Hee-sung, Byun Yo-han, each navigating treacherous political currents and personal sacrifices. Amid stunning cinematography and sweeping historical scope, love blooms in the shadow of impending occupation. This epic saga blends romance, action, and poignant history with unforgettable characters. If you yearn for a grand historical drama where love and patriotism collide against overwhelming odds, witness the dawn of a new era. Freedom's flame burns bright. A haunting melody drifts over the waves as two figures stand on a ship's deck, and the hymn of death plunges into the heartbreaking true story of Korea's first soprano, Yoon Sim-dok, and her doomed love with playwright Kim Woo-jin. Set against the backdrop of 1920s Japanese-occupied Korea, the drama follows the brilliant but married playwright Kim Yoo-jin, Lee Jong-suk, and the pioneering soprano Yoon Sim-dok, Shin Hye-sun, as their shared passion for art ignites a forbidden romance. Their love defies societal norms and the oppressive colonial regime, finding solace only in stolen moments and artistic expression. As their affair deepens, they face impossible choices between duty, family, and their profound connection, culminating in a legendary, tragic decision. With its melancholic atmosphere and poignant performances, the miniseries captures the beauty and sorrow of their brief, intense lives. If you seek a beautifully rendered true romance steeped in history and heartache, listen closely. Their song echoes still. And that's it for today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe and press that like button for more amazing content like this. See you in the next one.